Hello and welcome to another episode of Crusader Kings 2 Viking Migration Campaign. Now first off, I got myself a new microphone. I think it will be considerably improved audio quality compared to my 15 euro microphone, so I hope that really benefits, you guys really benefit from it, and I have a better recording quality and it's more enjoyable to watch the stream. Last time we left off with a successful conquest of Kiev. We now have 2 extra counties. We're actually over our demand size limit. And I took the free time between the episodes to actually investigate the situation inside the realm, the near surroundings, and the global situation. And I'm going to go a little bit more into detail with the next 2 episodes. But right now we have to manage our demand size limits first. This is the first and foremost problem we have to face. Now, I don't want to give up these 2 counties because we've just recently conquered them. I want to develop them myself. Right now, they're more a burden than a help because they're recently conquered. They are the wrong culture, the wrong religion, everything is wrong. So it's actually going to weaken us temporarily. Nevertheless, I want to keep them. However, I decided to relinquish Olesje for the time being. And before you scream out and say, wait, didn't you tell us like 5 or 10 episodes ago, this is the most important province, this is the key to our survival and the key for our future. Yes, it is, but right now it is a burden and I want to get rid of it. But I want to be able to get it back at any given moment I decide. How do you do that? Well, that's an interesting question. Thanks for asking. I'm going to tell you right into detail. Now, one of the reasons I want to get rid of this particular province is because if we die right now, this province is going to Ele, the third son of Himia. Which is bad, because this is not our direct control from our next character. So how do we prevent that from dropping out of the realm? Because we cannot create a duchy title. This is part of the Duchy of Crimea. The Crimea is part of the Khazar Empire, almost. And we'll not be able to gain any more territory in this area anytime soon. Not going to fly. But we definitely don't want to go to war with the next brother. I mean, we could, of course, we can, yeah, sure. But that's not the point. We try to have good relationships with our siblings because I hope they will be reliable allies in the future once the realm is separated, because basically when this character dies, something would happen. We lose a lot of titles and we basically split the realms, right? The main character is supposed to take over this territory and everything else will slowly but steadily go to the other brothers and the other family members. So we basically keep a dynasty members up here in charge, but they can do whatever they want. I don't care, because it is role-playing, so to speak. Of course, we could keep all together and grow these realms together and make a super large empire, but that's not the goal, and doesn't feel right. And I want to focus on this, and it's going to be large and big and powerful and awesome, but we want to play it, role-play style. Role-play style means it is impossible for a tribal nation to maintain one realm across several thousand kilometers. That's not going to fly. So, we want to get rid of this, but only temporary. And we want to be able to get it back if we want to, without too much hassle. Without too much hassle means I don't want to have to kill half my family or 20 different people just to get it back or wage a war. That's not my style. I thought there must be a better way. There must be a smarter way to do this and even benefit from that, right? And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I found a way. I came up with a solution. You probably have never seen that before, at least I haven't, and let's get started. Now, like I said, this is going to drop out of our direct control, so this is why we are taking this one and that, for example, Turov. Besides, it is always in Norse, and therefore it is kind of stable, I guess. We still need to convert to religion, but that's going to be fine. So how are we going to do that? We're not giving it to a family member, we're not giving it to anybody who has a dynasty. We're trying to find somebody who is rich, preferably in the mid-40s, 50s, who has prestige, but who has not a great dynasty member, who has not children, and who is not a large family who would therefore inherit the title if this particular character dies. Quite a lot ifs and right? And I came up with a little selection, and I'd like to introduce you to Emond. Emond is apparently a courtier at the Sunni of Angermanland, and he has 101 ducats. 101 ducats. Not too shabby for a lowborn with no dynasty, right? Apparently right now more than we have. We can send him a gift invite him to a court, which costs us, of course, 15 ducats. But let's think about this a little bit. We're going to invite him to a court. With his now 116 ducats, we're going to make him the count or the chief of Olysien. Before that, we're going to marry him to a woman who is past the 45, which means she can't have children, therefore he can't produce an heir, and we will be able to inherit the title back once this guy dies, or if we decide to kill him, one way or another. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm parking this title. I call it the inheritance scam, because this guy thinks he's going to be a powerful count or a chief, and he is. I mean, he will live like a count, right? And he's getting everything, and he can do whatever he wants in this county. But he's never going to create a lasting dynasty, because we are his heir. If he dies through an unfortunate accident, for example, prematurely, for example, right, in a couple of weeks, for example, with no heirs, we are the heir, and we will inherit the county back, as well as his 101 ducats. So, you're still not impressed? Well, what about we look for somebody else who is even richer? Maybe we find somebody. Maybe this guy. 459 ducats are not that bad. I mean, we were just 30 years into the campaign. I've seen characters with 2,000 ducats. Right, you have heard right. 2,000 ducats. And you could make him a count, right? For a county, you want him to hold and develop, because this guy is going to spend the money in his new county. They will build buildings, and you will upgrade them. And if you want to scam it really hard, you can be like an intrigue focus character. You could basically milk them, you know, you can invite them, court them, yeah, and then, you know, kill them for a couple of weeks, and then you inherit the county back and their money. Nice. And if they are artifacts, you have a 50% chance to inherit the artifacts as well. This is a pretty overpowered way to scam the hell out of some people. I know. Maybe someone will say it's gamey, but it's in the game, right? It is not an abuse. It is just a clever use of the game mechanics. But you have to be careful. Because this guy right here, he has no parents, no grandparents, he has no wife, he has no siblings, no children, but he has a dynasty and apparently 9 other living members. So if we make him the count and even block him with a wife that is past childbearing age, there will still be people to inherit this title. So we could, of course, kill off his whole family, but that's not the point, because then it's get messy, and I don't want to mess around, right? If I want to get back, I basically wait for him to die, and then I get it back, or if I want it quicker, I kill one character and I get it back right away. But I don't want to kill like 10 people, like seriously. I mean, if you're like role-playing Edmund Blackadder, I mean, that would be perfect, right? Perfect. Actually, that's what I'm probably going to do, make a playthrough and basically play Edmund Blackadder and try to become Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire just by assassination and bribing and, you know, do all the nasty stuff. So this character looks good at the picture, but if you take a closer look, always be aware. You have to be aware that it's a great house. So always filter for. You can filter the great houses out in the selection. But it's I personally try to optimize it. So if you're really looking for someone who's perfect, make sure he's not a great house member. He's not married. He's presumably a little bit older than this guy. He has no children, no inheritance whatsoever, and has a high prestige and especially high amount of wealth. You can scam, basically. So this is the strategy we're going to apply here. We're not going to overdo it like I said. You can do it repeatedly, especially if you're a Christian faction. There will be much more characters there around, especially when the campaign is a couple hundred years into the campaign. There will be lots of characters who have inherited stuff, and they probably inherited from their parents, and the money is keeping piling up, you know. They all have, they have the monthly balance of plus 0.1. God knows from where it's getting is. He's a marshal. Let's say his father was a marshal and his father of the father was a counselor or something like that. You know, they pile up money. But as long as they don't have a title, a holding to upgrade, they will just keep piling up this stuff. And we are going to inherit it. But not from this guy, even as tempting as it is. We're going for the safe option because at best you find someone of your same culture, of the same religion, because of course you don't want to get this county converted to another culture or another religion, right? That would be counterproductive, right? That would not be ideal. So we have to be careful about that as well. Therefore, this character is not that bad. I know 100 gold doesn't sound bad, but look at the current balance. We have 71 gold. He's richer than we are. And 100 gold will buy you a Earth in a hill fort or a market village, right? So I'm quite happy with that. If we give it to our heir, for example, we'll have a regent in place, and our heirs are piss poor broke, so they won't do anything, and it doesn't really help us. But by this way, we are blocking. We are removing this county from the inheritance because it is not part of our, our stuff anymore, right? So it can't be given to somebody else, but it is safe within the realm, basically, because this guy is not going anywhere and he's not going to have any heirs whatsoever. Now let's wait for him to come to our court. The money we have given him, of course, we will always get back. First and foremost, we demand a religious conversion because he's an old Germanic. Heresy, that's not going to fly, because this province currently is still Tengri. Maybe he converts the province for us. I mean, yeah, his 8 stewardship is not that great, but hey, I've seen worse characters. Dukes with 0 stewardship, so he's going to be fine. He's going to be fine. Right. Now, important part, don't forget, you have to marry him. You have to marry him, presumably, let's say, for a wife that is 45, therefore past childbearing age, and we basically block him off. He can refuse the marriage, just to be sure. Like I said, this character is pretty young. I usually prefer older characters, like in the 60s, 70s even, because then they will die off soon anyways, and the chance that they are producing an heir are slim at best. But he's 33, so he's still a couple of years ahead of him if he doesn't, have an unfortunate accident, which he probably have in a couple of years, but, you never know, yeah? So just make sure that this wife doesn't die too soon, so we have a special interest character. We will be notified if she dies, so we have a chance to actually do something, maybe propose another marriage, although he will be reluctant to accept a wife that is priced post childbearing age once he is a count, because he knows then, well, I should produce an heir, and that's not going to work, but at least we can do something about it, and we are notified about it. We can at least include this in our further plans. So let's grant him a title. Without too much hassle, include our titles. Bam. Congratulations to your newly found county. And now Olesia is, of course, out of the list of titles we lose, because it is now part of Emund, of Olesia's domain. Great. Perfect. Now we have a few things to do. First and foremost, the former Duchy of Kiev is still in a war with the Magyar. They will subjugate her in a couple of seconds by the looks of it, because they're getting sieged down pretty heavily. They are still fighting this other guy, and this is very interesting for us because we will get another opportunity. You have to play this game from an opportunistic view. You always have to adapt your strategy to the surroundings and make the best out of it. We took Turov, and this Turov county is part of the same duchy like Pinsk, and we are going to claim this. These provinces form up another duchy. Dregochivia, if I pronounce it wrong, please forgive me. It's quite hard to pronounce. So we'll have the ability to create another duchy. Plus, our opponent is very weak at the moment. We are not strong, but he is even weaker. Plus, this county is completely sieged down. If this siege is lifted, we will have a very easy time getting that stuff. Now something else we're going to do. Königsgardr, our new found and beloved province, is going to drop out of inheritance as well. That's a shame. I don't want to lose control over it directly, because we have to control it in order to properly change the culture. That's the main goal. We already change the culture to Norse. We're going to settle a tribe here. We also try to convert a religion, and that we can only do when we have direct control over the country. So what we're going to do is, we are making it our capital. Thus, the capital county is always part of the primary inheritance. Thus, it will not drop out of the list. We'll lose something else, like IKEA. It is a risky move, because this will expose our capital completely. So if we're going to war with the Magyars, for example, they will have a very easy target. I know that, I'm aware of that. It's a great risk, but I'm going to take it. The technology level is also interesting. We did manage to gain some technology in the last couple of years, so it's a plus. We're going to actually lose one here but gain one here. We gain one, lose one in economy, but we gain one in cultural. So it's balancing it out, and we're going to get the tech back soon anyways, right? We want to make it our capital, so we're going to make it a capital. Bam, it's done. Yeah, we get a notification that we got plenty of new technology. We actually lost the shipbuilding right there, but that's not an issue. We're going to get it back very soon. Besides, this province, we need a little bit time to properly use it anyway, so that's not a biggie. I'm more interested in boosting Minsk. No, I'm saying Minsk. Kiev, of course. Kuniggard, our new capital. We want to boost this area. We try to get Kursun as soon as possible. The truce is lasting until 800, so we'll still have to wait a little bit. And now we're going to actually spend a little bit more tech in construction. And we don't look half bad here, so we're going to make progress. Now let's fix our heir. Sadly, he is timid and he's willful, so martial education will not be very good. I'm going for learning, in fact. I know learning is probably not the best option especially for a Viking, but yeah, we can always boost martial score. There are ways. We will go through it, how we actually can boost our martial quite considerably. And I'd rather go for learning. It will benefit us as well, and our current educator is in fact a foreigner that doesn't make our vassals happy, but what I do I care. He's a very good marshal. He's a brilliant strategist. He is paranoid, that's a little bad, but also not too shabby. He's brave, charitable, diligent, and patient, so he's a very good teacher. Actually better than we are, because we are not that great. We're temperate and diligent, but we are not. Our education level is level 2, so the second lowest level, so that's not good. We don't want to educate right here. By the way, we're currently fabricating a claim, or actually trying to revoke a title here, because this guy has now 2 titles. I will actually hold off on that because we don't really want Finn. I mean, it was just a thing. I thought, yeah, we actually have a ducal title. But to be perfectly honest, fighting over this county is not worth it. Yeah, if he refuses, we could revoke this county. We could, and we probably will. But first and foremost, we have to take care of this business, right? So we're going to unpause. We actually wait a little bit for our forces to regain strength, because we just have 50% strength personal levy. We are waiting for the opportune moment to strike at Pinsk. And in the meantime, I can show you something else very interesting. I took the freedom to look around the world, and as we can see, the Umayyad are stamping. Yeah, time to reduce the lava. I don't care really. What I'm caring about is that these guys are defending against the Umayyad Holy War for Toulouse, and this guy is actually winning 65%. And if Toulouse falls, I think it has to be controlled by a non-Christian faction, and if the region converts as well, we will have the Crusader Kings too. Crusader Kings even fire, basically meaning the Age of the Crusaders will fire by 800 presumably. So we're in a very interesting campaign, because that means they gain the Holy Orders, and yeah, it will quite significantly beef up the difficulty for us, because apparently we are not Christian at the moment. In the meantime, let's speed it up a little bit. Like I said, the Magyars are beating the crap out of Przemysl, or the former High Chiefess of Kiev. She will be subjugated before long, and then we will see what happens here in this war. This is actually what we are interested in, because she is still in war with these guys. And we basically wait for our numbers to regain the strength. Purids, Verkos daughters, finish the education. Well, that's fine. We still have a little bit too much demands. Let's see. Should we drop off another title? I mean, we could, for example, get rid of this. But I want the manpower. I'm not sure what penalty we have from the oversized demand size. Do we have somewhere? Is there somewhere a modifier? I'm not sure what this is for tribals, that's the problem. Wrong culture, recently conquered, Livy. I don't see. I mean, I know, probably, let's see. Yeah, we should see it in the, no, family vessels. Where do we see that? Where do we see that? Not in societies, my cons, no. There we see it, right, that's what I wanted to see. Yeah, demands tax is minus 19%, which is pretty much nothing. So let's hold on for that. I'd rather have extra men than the extra money. Basically, we just, yeah, she was just subjugated. So we have a very close eye. We're going to speed it up a little bit. We're going to wait for our numbers to regain anyways. And then we actually, what are the marshal currently doing? Train troops, let's train him here. Oops. Train troops here. Oh! What just happened? Ah yeah, the former chancellor died. And this guy inherited, and we lost our chancellor. Right. Okay. Good. Let's see. Do we need to do anything special? Improve relationship? No. Yeah, we can perform statecraft after because we don't need more claims. Because now we have territory down here, we can just declare wars left and right. Once we have the manpower back. You don't need to spill a spy back anymore. You can actually study technology. I know it's a little bit inhospitable right now with all this, what is this, consumption, but yeah, she will see it through. She's a smart woman. Oh, we don't have a core position. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. Let's not on a lunatic. No. Let's stick with him for now. And let's keep in close eyes. What are the numbers looking at? They are still pretty low. But look at that. Look at that. We have a very good timing. Sometimes you have to be a little bit patient. They are sieging it back as we speak. Let's look at this. They have 288 total defenders. They have 2,000 men attacking. It is only a matter of days before Pinsk will fall. Pinsk is our war goal. Once the war goal is available for siege, we will strike. It is going to fall again, so we'll have to fight a winter campaign again, but this time we control territory down here, right? So we have very high supply limit, we have no issues whatsoever. We're basically just jumping over to the neighbors and say hello and thank you, this is ours now. We're just making sure what its troop numbers around 1,200 men. What are the other troops? He is Yaroslav of Rachima. Yeah, the lower stack is his army, and Novgorodian army is his ally. They have 1.3. They have a plenty of guys below them, but I'm not too worried about that. Yeah. Okay. So they pretty much field their complete army right here, right now. 2k men. I think we can beat that. I mean, we can always raise another tribal army if they try something funny, because we have always to be careful with the piety, right? But he has 41 piety, so we cannot raise one of his tribal armies. We are on the safe side. Basically, what we're going to do now is going to unpause. Take a quick assessment of the region. By the way, Ragan Lovebrook died of depression, and his brother inherited, who is apparently a little bit better at martial by 1 point, and he has quite a considerable force. So the Swedes are on the move again. The Swedes are on the move again. But right now, we don't care about the Swedes, we only care about these guys. I think let's start the campaign right here, right now. By the time we are down there, we are definitely going to see a siege down castle or a holding. We make a conquest of Pinsk, not a holy war, because we don't want to drag anybody else in. Conquest of Pinsk, send. We are going to raise a levy. We are going to, let's see, 2.7k, that's not too shabby. Like I said, we're still way below our maximum. We're going to call in actually I don't want to call in everybody in. We just call in, let's say, these two guys. Are we really calling this guy in? Oh, can we actually call him in? No, I don't think so we can, because he's still in prison. Yeah, that would be kind of funny. Sorry, we're going to war. We'll answer the call to war from prison. Right, that's not going to fly. Okay, let's call these two guys in, and let's see if we can actually successfully march their troops down. We're actually going to send... No, we don't want to lead that personally, because we are going to lay low for a while. Right, we have to... We park these guys here because I try to attach them properly, because last time they really didn't attach. They attached to a minor stack here, and they completely refused to move whatsoever. And we're actually calling maybe, let's see, call this tributary in and this tributary in. We already called him in, sorry. Okay, now we are going to tell these guys to attach him. And they basically move by foot, because I don't know if they have enough ships. Because look at that. So do you see this guy up here? They're huddling in the army. You know what they're trying to do? They are attacking the Kingdom of Pictland since, I think, about 10 years. And these guys are standing there all the time because they can't fit on their freaking boats. Oh boy, that's AI for you. Anyways, we are going to gather up our forces. We're going to hurry up, and by the way, look at that. Is that perfect? Is this perfect? Are they actually fighting the Novgorodian army? I think they are. Yeah, the crab guy, this crab sigil is definitely an ally of our enemy. So, again, we are profiting from another war, and we are going to be lucky third, I guess. I'm pretty sure we are. We're going to raise the boats. We have 1400, 14 boats right here, so we're going to send them in a commando unit basically ahead, because these guys are busy anyways, right? They won't even notice what's going on here. We just drop them off commando style. Apparently we could actually let's see, how many boats can we raise here? 4. Perfect, because you only have 300 men, so we can send them down as well. It's a kind of, yeah, micro, you know, basically we should gather up everybody, but I'm impatient. I try to get this down fast. Oh, what is this? After months of fights and arguments and tears, my spouse suggested we separate bedchambers. Separate bedchambers, sure. What can possibly go wrong? I mean, she's already salty as hell. Right, these are not it. No, wait, what? 368. Yeah, no. I don't understand. You are supposed to attach with these guys, and you are going to jump into the boats because we're going to rush down here. I want to get there as fast as possible, even with small numbers. I don't care. Because they don't have the numbers anyways, right? They don't have the numbers. We just have to be fast. If we are fast, and like you see, they already run back, probably trying to siege this down, and this holding has 77 defenders. If we are fast, we can immediately take the war goal, crank up a ton of war score, and these guys won't even know what hit them. Saga, you are not a daughter. Charismatic negotiator. Hey, not bad, not bad. That's the second highest level. Okay. Yeah, I saw that. That's not complete, but I don't care. These guys are actually marching in here. We have to be careful. They don't have the numbers yet, but reinforcements are already on the way. We're already here back. Yeah, very good. I think we should be fine. We just have to be careful about these guys. Who are you? Moravian army is neutral. Right, Moravia is growing kind of scary. You see that? That's impressive. Never seen that happening before. Not with Romavia, anyways. Do you actually join up? I mean, we've given the order to... What's going on here? Why do they not attach? I honestly don't understand why these guys do not attach. And this order is completely... we're getting reset all the time. I don't know. I really don't know. Who are you? You're neutral. Neutral. Okay. Going for Pinsk, ladies and gentlemen. Going for Pinsk. And you guys... Still waiting for being attached. Actually, go into the boats. Go into the boats. Yes, this is probably going to be the last, or no, the second last war we have to fight this way, because as soon as we have Korsun and this province, we will lay low for a while and basically go for raiding, you know, improved territories and all that stuff. But my goal is primarily to establish a decent realm. 5 provinces should be enough to keep us above the water without issues, and then we try to focus on upgrading the realm in the last years of the reign of our character. And then we will see what happens, basically. Okay, we don't need these guys anymore because we don't have any more troops, at least as far as I know. We still forgot about these guys, but yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm using it wrong, maybe I'm using the feature wrong, but I do believe they should attach, and this attachment order simply vanishes all over the time. Simply vanishes. They responded quicker than I thought. Quicker than I thought. Now we're going to retreat. We're going to guard our forces here. We should have assaulted it, but I was not certain to want to take the losses. Net anyways, we just gather our forces here. They don't have them. Alright, we have to accept battle, I guess. It's quite aggressive movement right there, so we're going to take charge of this unit. We could call in a trial army, I mean we could, and make quick work of them, right? Why should we take the risk? 500 prestige is not that much, I mean, once we go really raiding, it won't be much of an issue. So I think... we're going to do this. Hello! Surprise, motherfucker! There we go. There we go. Quite useful to have a capital down here, right? I mean, just spawn a guy. Oh, they caught them. They caught them. Just spawn the troops out in the middle of nowhere. I was kinda not expecting to catch them, but it's good that we did. Because now we can wreck them. These guys are sieging down the holding, that's fine. We get reinforcements here, they get reinforcements. But it's important to smash them before they get away. I have time to... Oh, look at that! They are coming. They are coming for us. They really do. Finally. I mean, yeah, it took them a while. Oh, nice! 1200. That's some decent ratio, and we're going to assault because we're taking attrition, and we hate attrition. And we're already at war score 64%. Now we're going to attack his capital. Actually, we're going to catch another of his armies right there, which is great. We're going to lead the center. I know we shouldn't, but... let's see, the center is... boy, that's the issue with these large stacks, right? Yeah, that's the best we can do. But we severely outnumber them, we should be fine. These guys should actually attach, yeah they do. And let's see, 27th of, hold on, you are leaving and we are arriving. Yeah, we have plenty of time in between. So we are basically giving command to this guy. Because after all, we don't have to risk it, right? We've done our part. I'm pretty sure there will be quite awesome sagas written about him here in the future, so we don't really have to risk our lives in this war. Just smash them. Yeah, we're definitely going to assault that. Most of these guys are pretty much even spawn troops anyways. And now we're going to for the next holding and basically siege down these guys. How many defenders do we have here? 600. We don't care. We can actually... we have another 300 men. Yeah, I don't need you anymore. You can go home. And there you see another quick war. Thankfully, because we didn't have to move our event spawn troops all the way down here. We could have done it without them, yeah, but I wanted to speed things up. Like you see, we were able to assault a couple of holdings pretty fast. If we would have done that with our own troops, we would have suffered, again, severe losses. I try to avoid that. I mean, a couple of losses are inevitable, but we don't have to, you know, oh, we're already at 100% war score. That was quick, like I said. And now, can we pull off something else? Let's see. Let's quickly make a strategic assessment. We're going to end the episode here because I'm trying to figure out if we can make proper use of this event army. Somewhere, maybe attack another neighbor, maybe figure something out. Let's see if it's worthwhile. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, and see you soon!